In this video, we'll be adding on to our graphing inequalities. So we're going to have graphing inequalities and solving one-step inequalities. So we can add another essential question. We already have how do I graph inequalities. So our next essential question can be how do I solve one-step inequalities. I'm just going to put NEQ. Okay, so I already filled up this side, so I'm going to turn over to get my other side of my notes. And our topic is solving one-step inequalities. Now the idea behind this is that it's the same as solving a one-step equation. So for example, say I had x plus 5 is equal to 7. I would just subtract 5 from both sides, and I'd have x equals 2. With the same process, now I just have a different symbol in the middle. So if I have x plus 5 is greater than 7, well, I'll draw my line down the middle, and I subtract 5. I'm going to have x. And then if we brought an equal sign down, we're just going to bring our greater than sign down. And then we do 7 minus 5, and we get 2. And now we graph this. You go to my number line. 0, 1, 2, 3, -1, -2, -3. We are just greater than, no equal to, so we use that open circle to kind of show the void at 2. And we want every number that's greater than 2. So we shade all the numbers that are greater than 2. And if I had x plus x minus 3 is less than or equal to -10, well, I would add 3 to both sides, bring my line down, and I have x, symbol stays the same, less than or equal to -10 plus 3 is -7. Whenever I'm creating my own number line, I can kind of do what I want. So I'll just count by sevens. 7, 14. Over here we go -7, -14. Makes life a little bit easier. And now that I am equal to, I have to show that I'm equal to -7. So to do that, I use my close dot, and then I shade. Like so. Now let's say I have 3x is greater than or equal to 12. Process is similar to if it was an equal sign. Draw my line down the middle. I see multiplication, so I know to use division, so I'll divide both sides by 3. And we'll have x is greater than or equal to 4. Draw my number line. 0, 4, -4. Guess we'll put a little bit more, -8, 8, -8. And 4, is it going to be a closed dot, a closed circle, or an open circle? Well, we're going to fill it in, a filled-in circle, I should say. So we'll fill in that circle at 4, and then I need all the numbers that are greater than 4, so I'll shade to the right. And if I had division to start with, say it was x divided by 3 is less than or equal to 8, I'll just multiply both sides by 3, and I have x is less than or equal to 24. Draw a number line. Ooh, I don't want to plot all the numbers to 24, so let's just count by 24s. This is my number line. So I'll make it how I want to make it. And then I will, since I have my equal to symbol, I'm going to put a closed dot, or closed filled in circle at 24, and I'm less than. I'm representing all the values that x is less than, so I'll shade to the left. Now, this is where it gets a little weird. This is an important rule. So, in this rule, if I multiply or divide both sides by a negative, I must flip the sign. So what that means is, say we have negative 2x is greater than 6. To get rid of that negative 2, I have to divide both sides by negative 2. And when I do that, my sign has to flip. So since it's greater than, now that I'm dividing both sides by the negative 2, there's a negative that I'm dividing on both sides. I have to switch it, it becomes less than, and then I have negative 3. And the same with if I'm trying to undo division with multiplication. So say I have x over negative 3 is greater than or equal to negative 4. I'll multiply both sides by negative 3. So I'm multiplying both sides by a negative. So I get x is less than or equal to 12. On this example, we do not flip. Just want to make sure we have this straight. If I say I have 2x is greater than negative 8, I'm dividing both sides by a positive. So it's got to be where I divide both sides by a negative that I flip it. So if 2 and 2 are positive, so I will not flip it, even though there's a negative over here. It's not about the negative over here. It's about what am I dividing by? What am I multiplying by? When I divide both sides by a negative, flip the sign. When I multiply both sides by a negative, flip the sign. Okay? So that's how we can solve one-step inequalities using our skills from one-step equations to help us be able to solve and then graph the inequality. So thank you very much for watching this video, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.